Serhou Guirassy, Alessandro Bastoni, Benjamin Pavard, Amadou Onana, Jarrod Branthwaite, Edmond Tapsoba, Jeremy Frimpong, João Neves, Ivan Toney, and Jean-Claire Todibo are just some of the names that Manchester United is targeting and has strong interest in for the summer transfer window. With those names, it is quite evident that Manchester United is on the market for an important centre-back to partner with Lisandro Martinez. Let us look at just a few of them. Serhou Yadali Guirassy, born on the 12th of March 1996, is 28 years old. He was born in a town called Arles in the city of Love, France. He currently has citizenship from Guinea and France and is eligible to play for both, but he has chosen his Guinean citizenship. He plays as a striker or a centre-forward for VfB Stuttgart in the German Bundesliga and is right-footed. His contract under VfB Stuttgart expires in June 2026. His market value is €40 million. He currently has a release clause of €17.5 million and is definitely a striker to look out for in the transfer market. He started off in Stade Lavallois at age 18, his value was €200,000 in 2014. He moved on to LOSC Lille at age 19, and his value was €300,000 in 2015. He went on loan to IJ Auxerre in 2016. He then got a transfer to FC Col at age 20, and his value at that time was €2 million in 2017. He went on loan 2 years later to Amiens SC, and his value was then €3.5 million. He then got a transfer to Stade Rennais FC when he was 24, and his value rose to €15 million. He then joined VfB Stuttgart initially on loan, then got the transfer. Moving on to Inter Milan, Alessandro Bastoni was born on the 13th of April 1999 and is 25 years old. He was born in a city called Casalmaggiore in Italy. He plays as a centre-back in the Serie A winning team Inter Milan, and he is left-footed. His current contract with the Italian Giants expires in June 2028. His market value stands in the region of €70 million. This means that his release clause is above €100 million, and he is going to be expensive for anyone going for him. I do not know if Man United should really be going for that value of a centre-back, but he is a good centre-back. He started off in Atalanta at age 19, with a value of €75,000. He then moved on to Inter Milan with a value of €1.5 million and went back on loan to his former club Atalanta. He underwent another loan spell to Parma, and his value went up to €7.5 million. He then returned to his club Inter Milan, where he currently is. On to his teammate and centre-back partner in the Inter Milan team, Benjamin Pavard. He was born on the 28th of March 1996 and is 28 years old, just like Guirassy. He was born in the town of Maubeuge in France. He plays as a centre-back, as I have said, is the centre-back partner of Alessandro Bastoni. He plays centre-back and is right-footed. His market value stands around the region of €60 million. His release clause should be close to €100 million. Once again, the Inter Milan players are expensive, and Man United are running on a tight budget. He started off in LOSC Lille at age 19, with a value of €250,000 in 2015. He then moved on to VfB Stuttgart at age 20, with a value of €3 million in 2016. He then got a huge transfer to Bayern Munich in 2019, and his value jumped to €35 million at age 23. This was obviously a big move for him and got him where he is now at Inter Milan at age 27, and his value went further to €40 million in 2023. Moving on to the Premier League, Amadou St. Georges Bienvenue was born on the 16th of August, 2001, and he is 22 years old. I know he looks older than his age, but unfortunately, that is the norm. He was born in a town called Dakar in Senegal. He has Belgian and Senegalese citizenship, but he has opted to play for Belgium. He was playing as a central defensive midfielder or a number 6 and is right-footed. He currently plays for Everton FC but started his career in Hoffenheim, then moved to Hamburger SV at age 18, and his value was at €400,000 in 2020. He then moved on to LOSC Lille at age 20 with a value of €6 million in 2021. He then got the move to Everton in 2022 at age 21, and his value was at €30 million. His current value is €50 million, and his current ends in June 2027. He has a release clause of €60 million. He is one of the best replacements to replace outgoing Casemiro. Still staying in the Premier League and still in Everton, jersey number 32 Jarrod Paul Branthwaite is 21 years old and was born on the 27th of June, 2002. His career started in Carlisle United, and he got the move to Everton at age 18, and his value was €2 million in 2020. He then immediately went on loan to Blackburn Rovers in 2021 and another loan spell to PSV Eindhoven. He then returned to Everton and plays as a centre-back and is left-footed. His current contract with Everton expires in June 2027, and according to the contract, has no release clause. He is one candidate to partner with Martinez, and the age profile is good as well. The only problem is that Everton might want expensive money for him as he's a top target for big clubs. Jumping back to the Bundesliga to the recently crowned champions Bayer 04 Leverkusen, Jeremy Frimpong is 23 years old, and his value is in the region of €50 million. He was born on the 10th of December, 2000. He was born in Amsterdam, my home city in the Netherlands. He has citizenship in both Ghana and the Netherlands, and it will be interesting to see what country he plays for. His position is mainly a right midfielder, but he can play as a right wing back, a right back, and a right winger, a true versatile player. He began his career in the Manchester City under-23s in 2019, and his value was €380,000. He then got a transfer to the Scottish giants Celtic at age 18, and his value was €4 million in 2019. He then moved to his current club Bayer Leverkusen in 2021, and his value was €10 million. His contract with the club expires in June 2028, and he has a release clause of €40 million. Man United need to move fast for him because he is a wanted man across Europe. On to his teammate Edmund Faisal Tapsoba, the Burkina Faso international born in Ouagadougou on the 10th of December 1995, is 25 years old. He began his career in Solitas, moved to Lakes under-19, went to Gimres at the age of 20, and his value was at €2 million in 2019. He then moved to the current club Bayer Leverkusen in 2020 at the age of 21, and his value was €16 million. He plays as a centre-back and is right-footed. His current contract with Leverkusen expires in June 2028 and has the most expensive release clause in the Bundesliga of €100 million. Once again, Man United does not have those funds to be blowing another €100 million. Moving on to the Portuguese league, where Manchester United are targeting a 19-year-old central defensive midfielder whose value runs at €45 million. He has only ever played for one club in his entire life, and it is SL Benfica. He was born on the 27th of September 2004 in a town called Tavira in Portugal. He has a very expensive release clause as we expect from Benfica to place huge price tags on players, and it is a huge €100 million. His current contract with Benfica expires on June 2028. This young man's name is João Pedro Gonçalves Neves. Once again, he's the perfect number 6 for Manchester United, but unfortunately, he is expensive. Let us see what happens with him. Last but certainly not least, playing in the French Uber Eats Ligue 1 is Jean-Claire Dimitri Roger Todibo. He was born on the 30th of December 1999 and is 24 years old. He was born in Cayenne, a town in French Guiana. He is eligible to play for both France and French Guiana, but obviously, he has opted to play for France. He began his career at FC Toulouse at age 18, and his value was €2 million in 2018. He then got a huge move to FC Barcelona a year later, and his value rose to €8 million. Unfortunately, it did not work out for him at Barcelona as he underwent a couple of loan spells to SL Benfica and FC Schalke. FC Barcelona decided to loan him to his current club OGC Nice when he was 21, and his value was at €12 million. He had a successful loan spell at Nice, and Nice decided to buy him, and he has proven to be a great player and a solid centre-back for the club. He is right-footed and plays for OGC Nice, which, coincidentally is owned by 29% Manchester United owner, CEO of Ineos, and OGC Nice club owner Sir Jim Ratcliffe. This deal has a very high successful chance of happening than others. This is the end of the video, and if I can get 40 subscribers I will release a video of who the club should sell as you saw in the thumbnail. Please subscribe, share and don't forget to like the video. See you soon.